Welcome to Ideas to Learn, part 10 of SQL video series. I am Ganesh. In our previous video, we have discussed about how to write queries using in and between keywords. And in this video, we will discuss on how to use the like keyword to write queries. This employee table is the same employee table which we have discussed in our previous video. When we can use this like keyword is, let's say I want to retrieve the employees whose name starting with alphabet A. To do that, I can use the like keyword. So in this query, I'm adding where name like within quotes. So my first letter should be A. So I'm writing as A followed by a modulo sign. This modulo refers to 0 or more characters, which means I'm telling like retrieve all the names which are starting with A, and after A retrieve if it has any characters or if it does not have any characters. To be more clear, the employee name should be retrieved whichever satisfies the first letter should be A followed by any characters or there are no characters. So that's the use of this modulo operator. Let's execute this and see. We have executed this, but no records retrieved. And this makes sense because we don't have any employees starting with alphabet A. Let's change this from A to B and execute it. Okay, so now it has retrieved 2 records. They are starting with alphabet B. Similarly, we can give multiple characters. Let's say I'm giving BA modulo. Let's execute this and see. Only Barbie is now retrieved, which is expected. Same way, if I want to find employee names whose names are ending with a specific character, then I can query like this. Modulo B. Again, modulo refers for 0 or more characters. So whether there are any characters or not, I don't mind. But if it just ends with B, the records are good to be retrieved. Let's execute this query. Okay. This value ends with B, which is an expected result. Similarly, let's say I have a scenario like this. I want to find my employee names has a certain character, but I don't want to specify how it starts and how it ends. Which means I don't know my first and last characters. I know only some characters in between. So in that case, I will write a query like this. Modulo A modulo. The first modulo tells us it can start with any character. Then comes the A in the middle. After A, it can end up with any characters. Let's execute this. It has retrieved the results where A is present in middle of the names. Also, if you notice, in Elsa, A is present only at the last and not in the middle. But this is valid because since we have used modulo A modulo, that modulo refers to 0 or more characters as I said before. So irrespective of whether there is any character or not after the A or before A, all the records which has A will be retrieved. Let's see one more scenario. From this employee table, I want to retrieve the names which starts with M and I, but instead of retrieving whatever the characters present after the letters M and I want exactly the names which contains 2 characters after the letters M and I. We can achieve this scenario using the underscore. An underscore refers to a single occurrence. That is, one underscore for one character. As our requirement is to retrieve 2 characters after the letters M and I, we need to specify 2 underscore for it. Let's execute and see the result. Employee Mini is retrieved. Why it is retrieved? Because Mini has name starting with M and I and exactly has 2 characters after that. That's why it is retrieved. Let's verify it one more time by selecting the employee table. I'm executing both the queries together so that we can compare and verify. Our first query retrieved only mini, which is valid because only mini has exactly 2 characters after the characters M and I. Whereas if you see Mickey, that is also starting with MI, whereas it has 3 more characters after MI. And this is how we can use the like keyword. If you find this video useful, I suggest you to share this with your friends and colleagues. That's it for now. Thank you.